"You were just my backup plan in case he flaked," she said without shame. So I quietly cut all contact, blocked her, and vanished. A year later, she saw me with the woman who chose me first and realized too late what she lost. Throwaway account because I need to get this out and I cannot stop replaying what I heard. My hands are still shaking as I type this. It is almost 2 in the morning and I am sitting in my car in the parking garage under my office building because I do not know where else to go. I am 29. Software sales. The kind of guy who shows up on time, pays his bills, and actually believes that being loyal and consistent matters. My girlfriend Jess and I have been together for 2.5 years. Met at a mutual friend's birthday dinner. She was sitting across from me. Red lipstick, sarcastic smile. The kind of look like she had already decided she was too good for the room. I was not her type at first. She told me later she usually went for edgy guys, whatever that meant, but I was steady. I listened when she talked, remembered things she said, never tried to impress her with anything fake. Eventually she called me refreshing. We started seeing each other casually, but within a few months it turned into more. She moved into my apartment during the lockdowns, said it was temporary, but 3 months turned into 2 years. Jess was magnetic in public. People gravitated toward her. She made friends quickly, flirted effortlessly, always had a story to tell. I was the opposite, kept my circle tight, focused on my job and my goals and staying grounded. Still, I loved her. Or at least I loved the version of her I thought was real. I did things for her that now seem insane. Helped her land a new job after she got fired from her retail gig. Spent a weekend redoing her resume and prepping her for interviews. Paid off her $1,200 credit card debt once when her interest rate ballooned. She called me her sweet little finance hero. I laughed thinking it was affectionate. She used to say I was too nice for my own good, that I did not get mad even when I should. At the time I wore that like a badge of honor, thought it meant I was emotionally mature. Looking back, it meant she did not take me seriously. The first red flag I ignored was Ryan, her old friend. The kind she used to hook up with, but it never got serious. He lived in another city, allegedly had a girlfriend. But they kept in touch through Instagram and the occasional FaceTime. I brought it up once gently and she snapped. "I'm not cutting people off just because you are insecure," so I backed off. Did not want to be that guy. Controlling, jealous, overbearing. Told myself it was fine, that if she was with me it meant something. But slowly little cracks started to form. She got weird about her phone, started taking calls in the bathroom. Her texts got shorter, her laughs more forced. We would be watching something on Netflix and she would be scrolling through her feed half engaged. Once when I asked her what was going on, she shrugged and said, "Honestly, I just feel like I am stuck in a routine. Like we are in this pattern. And sometimes I wonder if we are just comfortable, not passionate." I should have seen it coming. The wake-up call came at her friend Megan's place. We were there for a casual get-together, just 6 or 7 people. Wine, charcuterie, background music. I stepped outside to take a call from my mom. And when I came back and I heard Megan say, "So are you going to tell him what is going on with Ryan or just hope it fizzles again?" I froze in the hallway. Could not see them, but I could hear Jess sigh. "Not yet. There is no point if Ryan disappears again like last time. But if he sticks around this time, I am done pretending." The words hit like a punch in the stomach. I walked back into the room casually pretending I did not hear anything. She looked up and smiled at me, completely unaware. I smiled back, did not say a word. I did not sleep much that night. My brain would not shut off, kept replaying the conversation, wondering how much of the past year had been a lie. Wondering if she ever actually loved me or if I was just convenient. I did not confront her right away, wanted to be sure. Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe it was just talk. A few days later, I got confirmation. She was in the kitchen cooking something while FaceTiming Megan. Her phone was propped up on the counter and she did not realize I had walked in. "Look," she said, twirling her hair. "I always liked Ryan more. I only stuck with my boyfriend because Ryan kept ghosting me. But now that Ryan is back, I am not going to miss my chance over a backup plan." Megan laughed. "You are brutal." Jess grinned. "I am just being real." That was the moment something inside me snapped. but not in the way you would think. I did not rage, did not cry, did not scream. I just turned around, walked back to the bedroom, and started packing a bag. She did not even notice. Reddit, I need to know. Am I overreacting? Is this worth ending 2.5 years over? Or am I just being insecure like she always said? Thank you to everyone who commented on my original post. The support has been overwhelming, and honestly it helped me see things more clearly. A lot of you asked for an update, so here it is. It has been about 10 days and things have escalated. That night after I heard her say it, I did not say anything. Not a word. I packed a duffel bag, grabbed my laptop, my keys, and left. She texted me around midnight. Where did you go? You okay? Seriously, are you mad at me or something? I did not answer. I slept in my car that night in the parking garage under my office building. Not because I did not have options. I have friends, a brother in town, but I needed the silence. Needed a moment where no one could lie to me or distract me or spin their version of things. I sat there in the dark, staring at the ceiling, listening to the quiet hum of the building above me. And for the first time in 2.5 years, I started to feel calm. She did not try calling. Just a couple more texts in the morning. Can you come home? I am worried about you. Whatever this is, can we just talk? That last one almost made me laugh. Talk? When exactly was she planning to do that? Before or after she tossed me aside for her flaky main option? I went to work the next morning like nothing had happened, ran the morning meeting, closed 2 deals, smiled at coworkers. Nobody noticed the bags under my eyes or the weight in my chest. I had mastered pretending. That night I went back to the apartment. Did not want drama, did not want a fight, just wanted clarity. My plan was simple: get her to say it out loud. She was sitting on the couch in a hoodie and pajama shorts, hair up, scrolling through her phone, barely looked up when I walked in. You did not answer any of my messages, she said, like I had just come home late from the bar. I needed a night to think. Think about what? I motioned toward the couch. Sit. She did. I did not. I want to ask you something and I want a real answer. She crossed her arms. Okay. Are you still in love with me? She hesitated, then let out a slow sigh. Where is this coming from? Just answer the question. I mean, I care about you. Obviously, that is not what I asked. She looked away. I do not know. Things have been weird between us lately. It feels like we are going in circles. And maybe we have both been feeling it but just did not want to say anything. And what about Ryan? That froze her. She blinked, eyes darting around the room like she was calculating. What about him? I heard you at Megan's and again on FaceTime yesterday. You called me your backup plan. She went pale, opened her mouth, closed it. Then, like flipping a switch, she went straight to defense mode. Okay, first of all, that was a private conversation. Do you deny saying it? She was silent. I nodded. Right. She stood up suddenly, frustrated. It is not what it sounded like. You said you only stayed with me because Ryan kept ghosting you, that I was just someone to fall back on. Her voice sharpened. You are twisting it. I was venting to a friend. People say things they do not mean when they are frustrated. You sounded pretty sure. I was confused. Okay. She snapped. I did not know what I wanted. And Ryan has been in and out of my life forever. I thought maybe, just maybe, if it worked out with him this time, I should explore that. And what exactly am I in this scenario? The emotional storage unit you park in between breakups. That is not fair, she said, folding her arms tightly. What is not fair is how long I stood by you while you played pretend. I helped you get back on your feet. I believed in you when nobody else did. And the entire time you were waiting for someone better to show up. She scoffed. I never said he was better. You did not have to. We stood there in silence. She looked like she wanted to cry or scream or throw something, but all she did was whisper. So what now? Here is the twist, though. While I was at work that day, I got a message from someone unexpected, a woman I had never met. She introduced herself as Ryan's ex-girlfriend. Said she had seen some of Jess's posts on social media, recognized the pattern. I do not know you, but I wanted to warn you. Ryan did the same thing to me. Charmed me away from my stable relationship, made me feel alive, then destroyed everything. If your girlfriend is with him now, she is in for a nightmare. He is a user, a manipulator. There were other women before me too. Turns out Ryan has a history. Serial pattern of targeting women in relationships, breaking them down, using them up, moving on. Jess was not special to him, she was just the latest conquest. I saved that message. I have a feeling I will need it later. A lot of you predicted exactly what happened. You called it. I should have listened sooner. It has been about 3 weeks since my last update and things moved fast. After that confrontation in the apartment, I grabbed my bag and walked to the door. You are just going to walk out, she yelled after me. I stopped and turned to look at her. You walked out first. I'm just catching up. Then I left, did not slam the door, did not say another word, and I never looked back. I blocked her number that same night, deleted our chats, muted her on every platform, did not make some grand announcement, did not post some dramatic caption about moving on. I just went dark, vanished from her life as if I had never been in it. That is when it hit her. The first email came 3 days later. Subject line, can we please talk? Body text, I know you are hurt. I made mistakes. I panicked, but I never stopped caring about you. Can we please just talk face to face? I did not respond. A few days later, another one came. Longer this time, rambling. Emotional, she said she missed me, that she did not realize how much I meant to her until I was gone, that she was confused when she said those things, that she did not mean it like it sounded. Of course she did not. It only sounded bad once she realized I was not going to beg for her back, but I did not miss her, not anymore. What I missed was the version of her I thought existed, the person I believed she was. That person died the moment I heard her say I was just a backup plan. The silence became my therapy. At first it was hard. I would have moments in the middle of the night where I wondered if maybe I overreacted, if maybe I should have fought harder. But those thoughts did not last long, because every time I started to waver I remembered her exact words. I only stuck with him because Ryan kept ghosting me. It was not a mistake. It was a decision, a cold, calculated choice to string me along while she waited for someone she liked more. Here is where her backfire happened. About 2 weeks after I left, she apparently decided to go all in with Ryan. Mutual friends told me she posted cryptic stories about new beginnings and embracing freedom, moved some of her stuff to his place, started showing up at his bar every night. But Ryan did what he always did, got bored, moved on, ghosted her the moment she started getting emotionally attached. Exactly what she did to me, only faster, poetic. Her friend Megan reached out to me, the same Megan who laughed when Jess called me a backup plan. Hey, just wanted to say I am really sorry about what happened. I did not know she was being that shady. Hope you are doing okay. I never replied. Then came the mutual friends testing the waters. Yeah, Jess and Ryan did not really work out. Apparently he dipped after like 2 months. Blocked her, I think. I just nodded. Sorry to hear that. I was not. The desperate messages started flowing in after that. Her friends reaching out on her behalf. Her mom calling from unknown numbers, all saying the same thing. She is really not doing well. She misses you. She made the biggest mistake of her life. I did not engage with any of it. I was not angry anymore. I was indifferent, and that is what made it worse for her. Because the one thing Jess had always counted on was getting a reaction, and now she got nothing. Then came the long email, the desperate one. I need to say this. I do not know how else to reach you. I know I said horrible things. I was scared. Ryan was always this fantasy in my head, and I clung to it because I thought I did not deserve the kind of love you gave me. I have been in therapy. I am trying to understand why I sabotaged something so good. I still remember how you used to hold me when I was anxious, how you made coffee for me in the mornings, how you picked me up at 3 in the morning when I locked my keys in the car. Nobody has ever treated me like that. And now you are gone. I get it. I really do. But if there is any chance you would consider seeing me again just for coffee, just to talk, I would give anything. Please do not hate me. Please do not forget about me. I stared at the screen for a while, not out of emotion, just clarity. She did not miss me. She missed what I gave her, the security, the warmth, the effort, the unconditional patience. She missed being loved without having to earn it. It has been almost a year since I walked out of that apartment. Time to close this chapter for good. A lot has happened. I got promoted, found a nicer apartment with actual furniture, started going to the gym consistently. Not out of spite, but because I finally had the mental space to focus on myself. reconnected with friends I had neglected, picked up hobbies again, photography, hiking, things that brought me peace, and I met someone. Her name is Emma. She is nothing like Jess, not loud, not flirty, not the center of every room. She is soft-spoken, grounded, does not play games. We talked for an hour straight the first time we met without checking our phones once. She asked questions, actually listened, did not try to impress me. She was just real. We took things slow. I told her up front that I had been through some things and she did not flinch. Did not ask me to explain everything right away. Just let me be myself. No performance, no pretending. It was not some whirlwind rebound. It was calm, easy, and it made me realize how exhausting it had been to constantly prove my worth to someone who was always waiting for someone better. The final confrontation happened at a mutual friend's engagement party. Emma and I walked in hand in hand. She looked elegant but understated, classy in a way that did not try too hard. We had barely been there 5 minutes when I saw Jess. She was at the bar, alone. Her hair was longer, her makeup heavier. She looked tired, not physically exactly, just worn, like someone who had been trying too hard for too long and finally stopped pretending she was okay. Her eyes locked onto me, froze. I nodded politely and turned back to Emma. 15 minutes later, Jess approached. "Can I talk to you?" I looked at Emma. She gave a small nod, then wandered toward the dessert table without hesitation. Jess and I stepped outside onto the patio. "I was not sure you would even show up," she said. "It is our mutual friend's engagement. Why would I not?" She nodded. "You look different." I am. She looked down. "I guess you saw everything I sent. Or maybe you did not. I do not know. I saw it." Silence stretched for a moment. "I messed up," she said finally. "I know that sounds small compared to everything I did, but I just want you to know I really did love you. I was just too immature to recognize it when I had it." I nodded. "Maybe. Or maybe you just loved the way I made you feel, not me." That hit harder than she expected. "I have changed," she said. "I have been doing work on myself. I know it does not fix what happened, but I just wanted to tell you in person. I needed you to know." I looked out at the street, then back at her. My voice was calm, steady. "Jess, you once told your friend that I was your backup plan, that you were only with me until someone better came along." She swallowed. "I know. I regret saying that every day. I do not, because it taught me the most important lesson of my life. Never settle for someone who needs to lose you to value you." She did not reply. I nodded toward the window where Emma was laughing with a group of friends. She chose me first, and she never had to compare me to anyone else to know what she had. Jess's eyes followed my gaze. "She seems nice." She is, and she is honest. She does not need attention from other men to feel worthy. She does not treat love like a contest. Jess looked like she wanted to say something more, maybe argue, maybe apologize again, but she did not. She just nodded. "Take care of yourself," I said. Then I turned and walked back inside. Emma looked up, saw me, and smiled like I was the only person in the room. And in that moment I knew I had not just moved on from Jess. I had upgraded from her in every possible way. Here is the twist I did not expect, though. A few weeks after that party, Ryan's ex-girlfriend messaged me again. "Thought you should know. Ryan got arrested. DUI. Third offense. Lost his job. His new target left him. Your ex apparently tried to reach out to him in jail. He told her to lose his number. She is completely alone now." There were 3 of us that I know of. 3 relationships Ryan had systematically destroyed. His ex-wife, then another woman before Jess, then Jess. All the same pattern: charm them away from stability, use them, discard them. Jess was not special. She was just the latest in a line of victims who chose excitement over substance. And Ryan finally faced real consequences for his pattern. But here is what matters. I do not hate Jess. I do not wish her pain. I just do not care. She became a lesson I outgrew, a name that used to matter, now just background noise. Emma and I just got a place together, a modest little home with more plants than furniture right now. We spend weekends making pancakes and arguing about whether the cat should sleep on the bed. We laugh a lot. We talk even more. Sometimes when she is curled up next to me with her head on my chest, she will say something simple like, "I am glad we found each other." And I always smile, because I did not find her by luck. I found her by walking away from the person who never deserved me in the first place. What I learned from this mess. Do not ignore red flags because you love someone. Do not sacrifice your self-respect to keep peace. And when someone shows you that you are their backup plan, believe them. Walk away with your dignity intact. The trash took itself out. And honestly, I should send her a thank you card.